The pumpkin in the bag. Hi everybody, Robert Jones back in the kitchen, and it is like 72 degrees, midday. Fall has finally arrived, praise Jesus. I'm so excited, you guys. So today, in honor of fall actually arriving to Southern California, I am making some pumpkin puree. I have a giant pumpkin, check it out. Whoa. I have a giant pumpkin, and you know it's a pumpkin because it actually has a name tag that says it's a pumpkin. So me and Pumpy here, we're going to get busy. We're going to cook this sucker down. We're going to put it in the oven for about an hour, and then we'll peel the skin and we'll make puree. And according to the USDA, who apparently is in cahoots with Libby's, pumpkin puree is not good for canning, so we're going to do some freezing. You can read all about it on the internet just like I did. Apparently it's too dense. I don't know. Anyway, so let's get to baking. We're going to bake this sucker. We're going to put it in the oven at 350 for about an hour. We're going to cook it, then we're going to peel it, then we're going to puree it, then we're going to freeze it, and it's going to be fabulous. All right, you guys, let's do it. Okay, guys, so I got this giant pumpkin. It is probably, I don't know, 10 to 15 pounds. It's pretty darn heavy. It's got a nice top on it. I got it at Costco. I didn't go to the pumpkin patch. I believe it was grown in Utah, of all places. So anyway, the first thing we're going to want to do is cut the top open, as you know. We're going to cut the top open. We don't need to be too dainty about this. I'm just going to hammer my knife in here a couple times, and I'm just going to cut out the stem. I'm not making a jack-o'-lantern, so I don't need to make it a pretty hole. I just need to make it a hole. This is a very, very sharp knife as well. And I'm trying to preserve as much of the pumpkin as I can. So, alright, let's see. Can we get it out? Oh, there we go. Look at that. And then, what am I going to do? Just cut this. And probably preserve the seeds as well. Ooh, somebody getting crazy on my phone. Let me turn that off. Okay, and since we are not carving this to make a jack-o'-lantern, I'm just going to put it on the cutting board here. And I'm just going to cut it in half. How often do you get to just dissect the pumpkin? And crack. Check this out. How gorgeous is that? Mother Nature's work. Okay, you guys, now I've got a bowl, and I'm just going to use, I have a super, as everybody was calling it the other day, the Space Age ice cream scoop. Just a heavy-duty ice cream scoop. And I am just going to attempt to get the seeds out of here. I don't care too much about the strings because they can make part of the puree. I'm just scraping it down. Getting the pumpkin. Alright, I think we got all the seeds out of that half. And that half. Don't throw this away. Look at all the pumpkin meat. Alright, you guys, I got a cooking tray here. I am just going to pop my pumpkin on here. I don't know how much of I'm going to be able to fit all of this. I might have to do half at a time, or... yeah. I got a lot of pumpkin here. Let's see. What if we put this side down and put this side on top of it and put this inside? Alright, I'm going to try to get this all in the oven. So, let's cook this for an hour at 350, and we'll check back. What should happen is your knife should slide in very easily like butter, and then you should be good to go. Alright, let's cook this up. Alright, you guys, I'm over here on the Steadicam. You can see the pumpkin is cooked. Look at that, even falling apart a little bit over here. You can see it's very soft. Let me see if I can poke it with a knife for you. This is where I've been poking it. You can see it goes in nice and soft. So we're gonna have to let that cool because it is really hot. Can you guys see the steam pouring out there? And we got a little bit of juice in the bottom. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna let this cool down and we'll go to the next step. Alright, you guys, I let this cool for about a half an hour or 45 minutes. It feels amazing. It is soft to the touch. You can see it's got wrinkly skin. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to pull this skin off of here, and I have a bowl. Let's see what we can do about getting this off of here. So this may go in fast motion, but just know that I'm just peeling the skin off. Okay, you guys, so back in real time. So this only took about 6 minutes to do. So just want to let you know. And you can see there is a ton of pumpkin here. Alright, so let me move the camera and we'll blend this to a puree. Okay guys, so I have a giant bowl back here, and I borrowed this blender. It's a Blendtec. It's super high powered. Now I have a food processor, not a word processor, and I thought I would try this blender just to see what happens. I don't know if it's going to be better or worse, but we'll give it a try, and let's go from there. All right, so let's blend up some pumpkin. Well, I think it works really well. I think we just had an air pocket. Ooh, it's hot. So let me just scrape it down. Well, I don't even think I need to scrape it down. It looks like it got it all. All right. Blendtec is a success. Let me just give it one more whirl. Let's fill this up again. Okay, seriously. That is amazing. Okay, this is not a taste test video, but this is... If anybody would like to send me a Blendtec, I'm all about that. Hey, Mr. Blendtec. And then I wanted to try putting in some of the peel that was nicely cooked that I was saving down here for compost. Now this is either going to work or it's not going to work, and if it doesn't work, it'll just go in the compost. So let's see what happens if we blend the peel, and will that give us some nice dark pumpkin. Okay guys, I want you to see this, because you know, you always get Libby's and it's so nice and dark orange, but when you make your own, it comes out this color. But look what happens when you put the peels in and you grind it till it's smooth. I mean, that is super smooth. You can't even distinguish the peels in there. So I think I'm gonna mix mine together and have some nice dark pumpkin. Alright, so in conclusion, here's what I figured out. So if you do not have a blender like this and you just have a food processor, just do the inside. But if you have a blender like this, I swear, look how much richer it looks and darker it looks if you can put the peels in there. And I think that's what they do when they can it in the factory. I'm going to mix this together with a whisk. There we go. Alright you guys, I'm going to straighten this mess out, and then we'll put it in freezer bags and get it in the freezer. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright you guys, so I was trying to clean up the kitchen here and come up with a little bit of a system, because I had no idea that I was going to end up with this much pumpkin. I mean, this is huge. This is probably like 2 gallons. It's a lot of pumpkin. And I don't know about you, but I only use pumpkin like 2 cups at a time. So this is a lot of cups. So here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to save some fresh so I can cook with it. But I got a plastic container here, and I got a Ziploc for the freezer, and I'm setting it in here, and this is a 2-cup measure, and I'm going to put it in here like this. Now if you have a better system, totally go for it. I just didn't know I'd be dealing with this much volume today. So obviously we want to make sure that the zip is nice and tight. So let's do that. I'll show you some of these, and then I'll show you the very end. So here's what I was doing. I had the pumpkin. I took a bag like so, back this up, a little bag, and as you know, getting a cup measure in here is hard, so I was taking a canning jar funnel like so, and then just mix it up a little bit here, take 2 scoops, 1 and 2. Buckle your shoe. Just set that on. Shake it out. Set it down. Alright, and then of course try to get all the air out of the bag. And voila! The pumpkin in the bag! Alright, I'm going to continue on with this, and I will show you the end. Alright you guys, it's the witching hour of traffic, and I apologize for any noise, but I want to show you guys what we ended up with here. So, here's my solution. So I've got a tray, I've got 6 of these puppies on here. I'm going to put it in the freezer after they cool down. They're still quite warm, and we'll freeze those as a layer, and then we'll just do the same thing with all of these. So I'll put these in the fridge and let them cool as these freeze, and then I'll stack them again. So all in all, we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 portions of pumpkin. That's a lot of pumpkin. All right, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and try it yourself. Now, I hope you saved your jack-o'-lantern, or I know you have extra pumpkins laying around. Go see your pumpkin patch. They're probably selling them cheap right now. So, you can do this project. It's not that hard. It's just pumpkin, you guys. You can always buy it canned, but why not try it fresh? And especially if you're growing it, you can preserve your pumpkin this way. Alright, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. I'd love to see that. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Come back and see my face talking to you some more. You guys can also chat me up on Facebook or Snapchat, or you know I'm an Instagram addict, so try that. Eudaemonius or Facebook, and here EudaemoniusMarkII, EudaemoniusMarkII. You can also find my blog, which is EudaemoniusMarkII.blogspot.com. Alright, you guys, thanks much. Bye.